morning viewers. Today we're going to do something different but kind of the same. We've got the United Bike Miami 4.0 and we're going to take it out for a spin. We've got the 120mm travel up front and this beautiful hydroform alloy frame. Let's go there. So today I'm going to be riding the 27.5 inch variant of the Miami 4.0. So there are two variants, the 29 and the 27.5. So in order to do a proper bike review, we need to ride the bike. And the first stop on our list today is the underpass at Sector 17. So the stock tire is a Kenda 27.5 inch by 2.1 inch. It's a good XC tire. It's got good amount of grip. I've been riding it for a couple of days. Moving on, we've got this brilliant Allevo group set 3x9. So we've got a Allevo derailleur at the back and we've got Altus up front. We've got a 700mm handlebar with Shimano MT200 brakes.
So Saj, when are you going to wheelie?
Wheelie? Let's do it. Now that we had some fun with wheelies, it's time to check out how the bike rides during some off-road trails. To do this, we're heading over to Jayanti Dam. One thing that's been really fascinating me is the speed of this bike. It's really nimble, it's really quick. That 3x9 really gives you an edge. Besides that, the 2.1 inch tires, they're made for speed. Speed! Woo! So we've been riding in the city for a while now, and something I noticed off the bat were these 27.5 inch tires. They're quite agile. I'm not used to 27.5, I'm used to 29. But this thing, it's brilliant. It gives you agility, it's quite quick. I thought they might be a bit slower since the 29s roll a bit faster, but it wasn't the case. I think it's a brilliant installation in the bike. Even though United is a fairly well-known brand in the biking industry, I thought I'll give you guys a quick history lesson. This brand was established back in 1991, nearly 30 years ago. That's when the first bike came off their production line. They're based out of Tangerang in Indonesia and they've been selling bikes across the world. Now that's out of the way, it's time for some action. Let's go! Oh, looky here. That's Ari. Hey Ari. What up? All good. You know what? I was just looking for someone who could help me out. I've got this brilliant bike that I'm reviewing. It's the United Miami 4.0. Why don't you give it a try?
Definitely I will.
So Ari, did you notice that the suspension, it's different to the traditional Suntour ones we're used to?
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's a million times better. I mean, first of all, it is more travel.
Right.
Second of all, it's a lot smoother. It is
Right.
overall a far better suspension.
That's true. So the reason for that is instead of the typical XCT, this is the XCM. So it's the XCM 30 with 120 millimeters of travel.
Really, because actually, in fact, I know bikes that are far more expensive that just come with the old XCT.
Yep.
And
So-
I mean, I just don't get why.
So that's actually a good thing. My next bit is I want to ask you the price of the bike. Can you guess, like put a price tag on it based on your experience?
Price tag, 47,000, 50,000.
You're close, but to be honest, you're not. It's actually just 36,600 bucks only.
Wow, wow, what a steal.
Yep.
Not that
All
bad.
right. It was nice seeing you, man. Take care. Cheers. Wow, that was a gnarly bit of off-road. I tell you, this MT200 hydraulic disc brakes, they really do a good job. And I think the suspension, especially on this kind of a trail, it's perfect. I think we've really found a good XC mountain bike in a very budget-friendly price point. So I've been riding the bike all day through the city, through some trails, a bit of stunts. I think all in all, it's a brilliant bike. I like how it's not too heavy. It's, I think, between 14 to 15 kgs. It's nimble. The 27.5-inch tires, they give you a lot more control than a 29er. Also, the Shimano MT200 hydraulic disc brakes, they do a brilliant job stopping this bike. Another thing that grabbed my attention were the pedals. So they're good platform pedals, they're metallic, they're not that cheap plastic kind. They give a good grip and a good confident ride. So the bike also has some sealed bearings, which is quite different and quite unique at this price point. Usually the bikes have open ball bearings. These have a set of sealed bearings, making the ride very smooth. With that, we're back to the shop.
Hey, how are you doing?
So Vikrant, thanks for inviting me in. So guys, currently we are at the shop. So this is Cycle Works. It's based out of Chandigarh. A very unique concept wherein you have the bikes, you sell bikes, you service bikes, and there's a brilliant cafe. So Vikrant, I'm going to talk about United since I've been riding it all day today.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts about this particular brand?
First of all, I mean, the bike is, as compared to the other big brands, it's very cost effective, so it's not that expensive. Secondly, there is the components being used are a very
Right.
premium level components, so
Right.
this is the very added advantage to that. Then the colors are pretty nice.
Yeah.
You see in Miami 4 and the Clovis 3.5, 5.1, whatever you pick up the model and you will find the very attractive colors towards
Right.
it. And the main important part is the maintenance. So
Yeah.
it's very less, maintenance required. I mean, I have not seen any bike coming back to me for kind of a service or something like that. So I think these are the things which make it a very unique bike and very, good bike.
That's pretty nice. And I think a burning question that everyone might be thinking of right now, how is the stock? Because we've seen during COVID, post-COVID, that still the supplies are a bit shaky.
Right.
So how about United, models? What about the sizes? Do you guys have a good supply available?
very good question, and it's a good news for all cyclist enthusiasts over there. So yeah, I mean, we have all stock available. So whatever model would you like to have, you just name it, and it's there. It's full of stock. So no need to be worried about it. Yeah, the guy is just right. Yeah, that's it.
Right, that's amazing. So guys, I'm going to take leave now. Vikrant and I, we're going to have a coffee and probably a good cookie. And it was really amazing making this video. That's the United Bike Miami 4.0. And this is Mud Peddler signing out. Have a great day. Thanks for joining in. Make sure you like and subscribe.